Welcome to GadgeTech, and this is our review on the Nubia Z9 Mini. The Nubia Z9 Mini is a mid-range phone, but it feels and looks very premium. The metal finish at its side makes it stand out. Okay, so let's talk about the best feature of Nubia Z9 Mini. Apart from the good looks, it has a very good camera. Probably the camera is the best part of this phone. It has a 16 megapixel primary camera with an f-stop of 2.0. It has an 8 megapixel front facing camera with an f-stop of 2.4, which also records a video of up to 1080p, and both the cameras are mind-blowing. And there are lots of things you can do with the camera software, starting from its Pro mode. If you know what to be done, then you are in the right place, because this has everything you need. You cannot compare this to a DSLR because it was made only to take photographs and it was made as such. But by using this phone, you can take excellent snaps. And here are some examples that will help you understand. The Nubia Z9 Mini comes with two quad-core processors, one at 1.5 GHz and the other one at 1 GHz. And the performance of the processors are great. I played a lot of games and there are no lags while playing games. None whatsoever. So the Nubia comes with an Android version of 5.0.2 and the UI is Nubia 2.8, which is a custom UI which looks somewhat like the MI UI, so it's quite user friendly. There are no application docs whatsoever. The problem with this UI is that you will not get any software updates. I was waiting for the Marshmallow update, but there are none. You can, however, upgrade the UI version from the official website itself. You have to download it on the computer. The booting process is pretty easy. I did not try it till date because I wanted to provide this review. Okay, so there is one more problem that I faced with this phone, and that was the GPS. No matter how many times I turn off the GPS, it will not turn off, and sometimes you have to restart the phone to get a hold of it. Let's turn the phone around, and this is one more problem. The back panel is a magnet to dust and fingerprints, and it is a magnet to scratches as well. No matter how carefully you place it or wherever you place it, you will get scratches on the back. You can of course replace the back panel, but you have to find it online because, as I mentioned before, there are nothing available on the stores. One more issue that I faced with this phone is that when you download an application, you cannot send it to the memory card. So other than the pictures and the videos that are taken from the camera, the applications cannot be sent to the memory card. They will be stored in the phone memory itself. You can see that the applications that were downloaded does not give you any option of sending them to the memory card. The phone comes with a 16 GB of memory, so applications will get ample amount of space to be stored. So it might not be a big issue for most of the users out there. The Nubia Z9 Mini is a pretty heavy phone at 147 grams. It is much heavier than most of the phones of the same size. For example, let's take Lenovo A6000 Plus, which is a 127 gram phone, and with the same size, the Nubia Z9 Mini is much heavier than the Lenovo A6000 Plus. Let's also take the Lenovo A7000, which is a 5.5 inch phone, which is 140 grams, but compared to the Nubia Z9 Mini, it feels much lighter. Yes, there are some drawbacks to this phone, but in terms of performance, software and the hardware quality, there are no drawbacks. This is one of its kind. I have used a lot of entry-level phones that could be compared to this phone, but if they are actually compared, this phone will stand out like a king. So if you are planning to buy a mid-range phone and had your eyes on the Nubia Z9 Mini, do not think twice. Go ahead and purchase it because you won't be disappointed.